Okay, guess that works. Yeah, okay. Hey guys, so this is Roberto Valencia. I'm just gonna tell you guys about the tequila lime story. So, basically, this is what happened. So, to start off, I just want to say that Tyson makes good wings. Great wings. If this isn't a sponsored video, okay? It isn't sponsored. I know that they treat their chickens poorly. I know that they practically torture them. I know all of that stuff. I know that they practically torture the farmers when it comes to making those chickens, but well, not making those chickens, but taking care of those chickens. But they know how to season their chicken, and that I can appreciate. That I can appreciate from Tyson. So, there's this wing that my family loves called the tequila lime wing. And don't get me wrong, like, they have other wings that are great. But this wing, for some odd reason, as soon as we try it, that's the only wing that we want to try. So, we were walking through the store one day, and we saw, like, we were getting hot wings, because we do like the hot wings. But then we saw the tequila wings, and it was like, oh, hold on. Like, and we haven't seen them in a while now. Like, we haven't seen them throughout this, I guess, state of Colorado. We haven't seen the tequila lime wings. We were looking for them everywhere and we didn't see them, so we automatically bought them. We took them home for like 2 weeks. We even like replaced them with the hot wings because the hot wings, once we tried the tequila lime wings, the hot wings were pretty subpar in comparison. So we just said, let's just grab tequila lime. So the next week we go, no tequila lime wings, and like we were, and we had, and we were just sitting there like, well, maybe they're gonna put, maybe they're in the back. We'll just wait when they put them out, and instead of putting out tequila lime, they just put out like barbecue and crap like that. We're like, okay, they're out of it. Maybe we'll have to wait a week or something. So we wait a week. No tequila lime. We ask the guy. We ask one of the people working at the store. Hey, dude, what happened to the tequila lime? The guy says that the reason why they had tequila lime was because that was an error in their part. They weren't supposed to have it. And I'm like, well, now that you know that people actually buy it, are you gonna have more of it soon? The guy says no. And I'm like, well, why not? It's stuff that sells. You sell more of that than the barbecue thing. They're like, well, because it's hard to fill the shelves with. I'm like, well, that's a good thing. You're selling it. You're selling the thing. And then the guy's like, well, no, I don't care if like, that's not my problem. Like, we don't have enough space in the back or whatever. I'm like, but they go quickly. Like, that's not. And then the guy says, well, go tell the man. I'm not the manager. Go tell the manager about this. And the thing is, I kind of work at that store. I don't want to get into details as to how I kind of work into that store because it's confusing. It kind of makes people wonder what's going on with this, with my job, if this is legit. Like, I'm for one, don't get me wrong, I'm looking for another job because this is just ridiculous. I don't like the job. And my boss knows that I'm looking for another job, but I don't think he's recommending. This is a completely different story, but hear me out on this. It's a dumb job, so I kind of work there. When I go into the store, I need to, like, put on a badge. Weeks prior, he looked at. I didn't find a badge. There wasn't anyone around to give me a badge. So I just went out and did what I had to do without a badge, and he saw me without it. And he's a bad. I don't like the guy. He doesn't like any like, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that don't like that guy. He has no friends. I've seen him walking around. That's the only place I've seen him in, by the way. Any other, like, I have never seen him outside of that store. I think he lives there. I think he has to live there because his neighbors would probably, like, you know, harass him if he would live in a neighbor. He probably lives recluse somewhere, and he only gets his groceries from his own store. Because of course, why wouldn't he? That's a good deal. As for gas, I don't know how. Again, maybe he lives there. I don't know what he drives. I don't know what the hell. So, the guy, he told me to get a badge. Guess what? I told him, well, there isn't any badges. I didn't find it. Like, there's nobody back there. Get a badge. That's what he said. Like, you get a badge right now, or I'm kicking you out the next. Like, you. The next time I see you without a badge, I'm kicking you out. So, I didn't go ask him for the freaking tequila lime crap because like, I wasn't gonna go up to the guy, knowing, like, God, like, I wasn't gonna go. Like, there's something bad. Like, he was either gonna say, "Where's your badge? Get out! Get out of your badge," or he was gonna ask me what my work schedule was, change the conversation. And the more he would know about my work schedule, he would probably wait for me until I would get a badge. He would, yeah, like, that's the kind of dude he is. He would probably come exactly when I was gonna come in at work and make sure I would get a badge every flippin' day of my, make it harder for me, because that's the type of guy this guy is. So, I left it like that. So I thought the best, no, option right now is for me to buy it on the internet. For me to order it on the internet so we can pick it up, or they can deliver it to, like, I'm pretty sure they'd send it to the store. I bet that's the best possible way. My mom said no. Like, that's too much of a hassle for wings. We don't need that. And I said, well, how about I look for a recipe and we make them here? Well, what happened with that was it ended up being, like, it wasn't a solution. It was probably more of a problem, because what we did was, it took me a while to even find the recipe, like a good recipe. There's many recipes, and all of them just seemed a big, like, I don't know, way too complicated. Way too complicated. Most of them just, we have to use the grill. It's snowing right now, so that was not an option. And so what we ended up doing was this one recipe where you're supposed to, like, broil the chicken. You like, put it in the stove, you heat it up, and then you mix all of this other stuff: tequila, the lime, salt, pepper, a bunch of other stuff. Like, I guess it also has sugar. We mix it all up on top of the stove. We take the chicken out and we put all of this glaze on top of the chicken, and then 5 minutes You're supposed to let it in. Like, just that's all it. Here's the thing, it had no flavor, my man. None whatsoever. Like, it was just like eating broiled. We wasted like 2 pounds of limes on that like cocktail thing that we were making on top of the stove. Like, and it had no flavor to it. And my mom's like, well, this is just complicated and it has no flavor. Maybe we should have let it marinate. But that's the thing. The recipe said to do it exactly what we did. Like, we did nothing wrong here. Like, we weren't supposed to marinate it. Like, I think we should have marinated too. Like, I think we should have. Because it had no flavor to it. It was, don't get me wrong, it was like any other broiled chicken that you could. But I didn't just want broiled chicken. I wanted lime and tequila. And it also didn't look like the picture. Like, we printed out this recipe. It had like this crispy, nice. Like, it looked like the wings from the freaking Tyson chicken thing. I think those people are nothing but a bunch of freaking, a, a bunch of flippin' rats who just took a picture of the Tyson wing, put it on their website, and said, "Yeah, guess what? This is the only way they're gonna print this out. Because if we actually show them the actual thing, it looked awful, dude. It looked like we did nothing to the chicken." So my dad comes. All right, he's a construction worker. He freaking like works sometimes 12 hours. Okay, well, he doesn't work 12 hours. He gets up early in the morning to go to drive 2 hours to his job. Like, that's how far away his job is sometimes. Because he's all over the flippin' place. Like, he can. And he enjoys that. Like, okay, like, that's a thing. Like, and there's no possible way for us to move any closer to the job because he works in Aspen. Oh, okay, over there it's like $1 million for a house, easy. Like that, there's no flipping way. So we, he comes home. There was a lot of traffic. He looks at the chicken. He's like, "I'm not eating this." like automatic. And my mom's like, "Come on, we made a bunch of this, Greg. Like, make me something. We have You want all of this food to go to waste?" He's like, "Okay, fine. Give me the flippin' chicken." He takes one bite out of it. It's like, this is. I don't want this. Like, he not like there was no flavor to it. It's like, why do you guys do this? Why do you? Don't do anything new. I'm 50 years old. There's not gonna be anything that surprises me now. Just give me something that I already like. Stop trying with this new crap. I was like, well, I'm 25. I was like, screw you. And my dad just looks at me and is like, "I don't care if you're 25, you should be out of this house already." Like, this is what this chicken does. What this chicken did. He got us into this big old family argument. And I'm just sitting there thinking, "I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry for this." I'm like, "You're always sorry. Get a job. I should be a grandfather right now." He was telling me, he was asking for a grandchild right now for this chicken. All because of this chicken. He's like, "You're 25. You're still sitting here at home printing recipes for your mom. Like, get a job." That's what he said. Like, get a job and then come to me and tell me if you want your mom to experiment on some freaking thing that you probably know that you aren't gonna that I'm that that I won't like. Like, how was I supposed to know that this wasn't gonna be like the same exact? On the picture, it practically has the Tyson chicken. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna have a good thing here. So yeah, And right now we don't know what, like, I don't know what to do, man. I think I might. There's nothing. There's nothing that I can do. I'm no more lime tequila chicken. I guess I have to go back to the subpar hot wings. Like it's over. So yeah, that's the lime and tequila story. And don't get me wrong, it's not that, like, again, the chicken wasn't bad. Like, I'm pretty sure if you give it to a person who's hungry, they'd love it. But it's just it has no flavor to it. It doesn't taste exactly what the Tyson tequila lime, like, I would, like, this is the thing. I was waiting for this all week. I have nothing, like, I have the most boring life ever. This is how you know you have a boring life, is that you were looking forward to doing some crap, like some food related dinner crap of the week. Like, that was my week. That was the thing that I was waiting for all week. And it ended up being that it was like the worst possible thing ever. So it was a disappointment. I don't know. I hope my week ends up being better than that. Well, I have to go to work today. I hope you guys have a great weekend, or I don't know when you might be saying this, but that's it, man. That's all I have to say. See you later.